Hello and welcome to NS India News. I am Lois Christian. Let's take a look on our today's bulletin. Former Goa Congress chief and Rajya Sabha MP Santram Naik passed away in a hospital in Margao on Saturday. President of Goa Pradesh Mahila Congress said that the 72-year-old died of a heart attack. He was declared dead at 7 a.m. today.
Former Rajya Sabha lawmaker and ex-Goa Congress chief Santram Naik died after suffering a heart attack today, party officials said. Mr. Naik, 72, was taken to a private hospital in Margao town from his residence after he complained of uneasiness, where he was declared dead. It is shocking news for us. We have lost a guide in the form of him. He has mentored so many youths and inspired them to join Congress party. It is a big loss for us, said Goa Congress leader Girish Raya. He represented Goa in Rajya Sabha for 2 terms. Bureau Report, NS India News.
A major fire broke in British-era ground plus 5-story Kothari building, also known as the Light of Asia Fort. No one sustained any serious injury in the incident. It was an unoccupied building and portion of it collapsed during the firefighting operation.
Officials stated that serious tragedy averted as a group of firemen involved in firefighting operation had moved to a safe distance just before the portion of the building collapsed on the 2 fire vehicles where they were standing. 2 firemen on a ladder sustained minor injuries in the incident and were admitted to a hospital. Firemen had put 16 fire engines into firefighting operation to ensure that it should not spread in the neighboring buildings. They managed to control the fire after 3 hours of struggle. Bureau Report, NS India News.
The Archaeological Survey of India ASI has taken the first definitive step to put an end to the plundering of Tamil Nadu temples by starting a head count of some 1 lakh idols, all with just one official to physically verify each idol.
The lone official, a deputy superintendent archaeologist of ASI, will have to cover 37,000 temples governed by the Hindu Religious and Charitable Endowments Department of the state government. Antique idols in these temples are registered under the Antiquities and Art Treasures Act 1972. But more than 1,200 idols have been stolen and many of them smuggled out abroad. Tamil Nadu has been able to get back 20 of them from museums and collectors in other countries, mainly the US and Australia. The antiquities that are 100 years old and manuscripts that date back by 75 years must be registered under this act. Bureau Report, NS India News.
India is standing on a slippery slope when it comes to our use of groundwater. Literally, because in overexploiting this resource, we are risking more than just our ability to meet our future water needs. Groundwater overuse threatens the stability of the land.
Land subsidence due to groundwater pumping is a problem threatening several Asian cities. Experts now predict that Indian cities too are likely to face land subsidence if overexploitation of groundwater continues unchecked. Land subsidence and ground rupture can significantly affect the environment and safety of the people. Meanwhile, as Indian cities continue to drill deep for water, more than 60% of the wells analyzed by the Central Groundwater Board had levels lower than the decadal average, and about a sixth. These 2017 pre-monsoon numbers are a cause for concern, considering that 90% of the rural domestic water use is based on groundwater and 70% of water for agriculture comes from aquifers. Bureau Report, NS India News.
Ukrainian model Daria Molka was released from jail on bail on Friday, around 2 months after she was arrested from a private hotel in Gorakhpur for staying in India without a valid visa.
The model was released from the Gorakhpur district jail at around 1 p.m. and Civil Judge Senior Division of Court Number 3, Surendra Pratap Singh, had issued her release order on Thursday. Molka, who was jailed under sections 419, 420, 467, 468 of the IPC and section 14 of the Foreigners Act, was released against a bail order on Friday around 1 p.m. We received the release order very late on Thursday, and so she was released on Friday. On April 3, Molka was arrested from a private hotel for staying in India without a valid visa. Molka was sent to the Ukrainian embassy in New Delhi under police protection. Bureau Report, NS India News.
For more news, keep watching NS India News. This is Lois Christian signing off. Goodbye.